Hello, guys. NautoAce here. And before I want to give my thoughts and also a response to the quartering on a game that was sadly at one point anticipated, now it's a controversy. Yes, I am talking about a game from Sony, and it's called The Last of Us Part 2. So, first of all, disclaimer. This videos were recorded after the game's already released, so it's out in the wild. A lot of people are buying it, and famous people who did not get a quote-unquote review copy for whatever Sony's reason, now they're gonna review it truthfully, very, very objectively, maybe even subjectively, because hey, they bought the game. So let's see what happens on when this big other names that didn't get a review copy review the game. And of course, like I said, it's going to be a response to the quartering about the game, mostly about censorship. So again, this was recorded after the game finally comes out. So anything that's spoiler, hey, guess what? You can't do anything about it. So to some extent, I am going to talk about a bit of spoiler about The Last of Us Part 2. So if you're a fan of the game or you want to play this game, you want to be surprised with the story, and by the way, I salute you, then click back now. Click back now. That's why the title is, see, there's a warning label there. It's just going to be a black screen with just bullet points. So no picture, no references, links, like one of the video through the quartering, because when I saw that video, I have to admit, I had a laugh, because if you've been following Twitter for a while, of course, you know about Sony's censorship, their content policy, and so people are now making a new meme because there's another leak image they showed, and for a fictional character, and let's just say if you're into anime, waifu, busty, pretty lady, you're into the quote-unquote big boys and girl type of Japanese style cartoon, then if you saw this clip, you might say, I know, it's kind of wrong there, but let me explain that one. So with that said, yes, like I said, this is going to be a response to the quartering on his thoughts on, well, Sony's fetish, I guess you could say that, standard about what's good for gamers, I guess, to especially American gamers. Yes, I'm going to be political a bit, so again, to apologize. Like I said, I don't do this, but for this case, I'm going to have to a bit, so bear with it. All right, so what am I talking about here? Because I'm rambling like a goofball. Okay, so the Quartering did a video about how Sony's standard on censorship. Okay, so if you know in the past, somewhere in mid-2018, they created a new policy called the content policy rule, which they must tone down more than what the rating board did. So, of course, you already knew what happened with Super Neptune RPG, Data Live, Dragon Star Varnier, Idea Factory got shank about it. Let's go with that. A lot of visual novel that has, let's just say, fictional, and that's a key word, fictional anime girl that, yeah, they're in high school. They have to be toned down. You have to tone down the fan servicey because, again, people don't like that, which is, I think, is bullshit. That's technically, it's to each of their own. Some people like that, some people don't, whatever. It's a potato thing, to each of their own. Different stroke for different folks. That's what the quartering would say. So with that said, there's another leak in The Last of Us Part 2. So before I even continue, a disclaimer here is, like I said, there is going to be spoiler about what did happen with this particular game. Why so controversial to a point that even Sony were DMCing some videos about it. You're just talking about it, not even showing any clips, just talking about it, whether it's on social media or on YouTube and whatever else. Is that the game got leaked. And someone said it was a disgruntled employee because they didn't get paid, which I guess that was debunked. Credit goes to Jason Schreier again. Yeah, former Kotaku. Now he works at Bloomberg. So Bloomberg is a very legit editorial site. Yeah, they're not video game, but if you got him, and of course there's another guy, I forgot his name, I do apologize. yeah, Jason Schreider is legit. He's legit. Whether you like him or not, he's legit. And he did say he got some confirmation, he got some connection about it. People talk about it, and yes, it wasn't a disgruntled employee. It got leaked by a hacker because their security were suck. Let's just go with that one. It sucked. So because of it, this guy leaked the story. Yes, it is 90% accurate what it is. I don't know what the story is. Because like I said, The Last of Us, I have the game. I barely played it. I'm going to try to play it some down the line. And of course, The Last of Us 2, believe it or not, I get it for $20. Come on, Sony game goes to $20. So I got backlog. I'm not that excited. So again, trust me, kind of like Uncharted, believe it or not, I bought all the Uncharted game for $20. So there you go. So, and with that leak, they found out there was a lot of political content in it. Some of the premise is finding your true self, let's just say. And of course, if you know, since with the trailer, one of the character you play is Ellie, which is the sidekick for Joel in the first game. Now she's a fully playable character, but the plot twist here that's supposed to be a surprise, there is a second playable character. Let's just say, I'm not going to say the name or anything about it, but this particular character, let's just say, is an antagonist that killed a cool main character of the first game. You know what I'm talking about. And then you get to control this antagonist, I guess not protagonist, because it's a playable character. And the problem about this character, again, is not really a problem, but most people are going to say, is it's not your anime architect. It's the very opposite. Let's just go with that one. Again, apologies, not an insult, because again, hey, fictional character, whatever you wanted, hey, that you do you, hey, that's what it is. So, anyway, that's what happened, and there's this, and that's part of the controversy. Is there's the political issue, kind of like trying to find their true self, and then it's kind of hard to explain it because I don't want to spoil it. Even so, I mean a bit of spoiler here, because one of my policies is not to spoil anything. Because like I said, I'm not too hype about this game. Because like I said, I prefer playing JRPG anime waifu game, but that's just me, Neptunia. So anyway, the second character, let's just say, it's the opposite of an anime character. All right, we'll go that one. And of course, you've been following social media. You got some righteous wannabes that think it's bad if it's just fictional. And to a point that people said fictional character can hurt society. And I'm like, shut up, please. Man, you got to fix your logistic and your common sense, but you know what? Whatever. Anyway, back to the story is there's a scene there that the recording talked about. Let's just say I'm going to go with pleasure scene, Let's just say that the second protagonist have bonded with an NPC, and apparently this NPC is supposed to be the director of the game. I'm not going to mention the guy's name because, again, I don't want to be like people. I mean, people are already hating this guy, so I'm not going to name it. But if you know what I'm talking about, then you know who it is. So some people said that the second character that had a bonding experience with this NPC, the character model is the director. Again, someone say yes, I mean, I don't know. But apparently some people even report that there is a character model based on the director in the game. Again, I don't know. So when this scene got leaked, there's going to be meme. Again, I'm not going to show anything about it because I don't want to be part of this one. But yeah, when I saw it, let's just say that like in a fictional game, okay? Because the whole point of playing video game is to go fantasy. You don't want to think about reality. That's the whole point. So that's just me anyway. So when I saw that, this is my reaction. I know. Again, I do apologize for people. Hey, I'm sorry if you don't like that. But again, for me personally, I'm an old fogey. When I go play video game, I'm in my fantasy world. That's the whole point of it. But again, there are people maybe who like that type of thing, and they think, yeah, okay, you do you. That's your thing. To each of their own. So, but because of that meme, there've been a lot of meme with Sony now. Like they show that scene, oh, Sony gives it a thumbs up, and then when they show anime with big boobies, you know me, yeah. So anyway, it's like, oh my god, beyond chaos. I don't want to say like inappropriate word here, so I'm trying to be careful with my words here, but you get the idea. Thumbs up because of that scene. Thumbs down, oh, cause kawaii anime waifu girls again. And of course, as of right now, Sony apparently don't like that. And I'm gonna stop here because I just complaining about censorship, but it's the truth. So in part two, I'm gonna give my theory of why they give it a 10 out of 10, and do I think that this 10 out of 10 thing is gonna be just a fictional score, because now since the game is out, more legit editorial who did not get a review copy is going to review the game. We'll just have to wait and see. And of course, sadly to say, my opinion about the director of this game. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy about this person. I mean, from what I heard, I don't think this director has something to do with the censorship policy rule, content policy rule. But unfortunately, let's just say this director is political. So with that, stay tuned for that.